It has been a busy week. It is the beginning of a new month, and I still cannot get it. Praise the Lord. It is the beginning of a new month, August. Boy, was July like here and gone before you knew it. And in the dog days of summer, it was hot, hot, hot in the month of July. I am ready for some rain. I know I'm not a big rain person, but I hear there is some rain in the forecast for the weekend, so we'll take it. Good friends of ours are getting married. Tomorrow, Clay, he has a program here on WAPN on Saturdays and Sundays. So congratulations to them getting married tomorrow. Yvonne and Keith are back in the good old USA. So that's exciting. Colin graduates today at 2 o'clock. So we have a lot going on. We do. And just happy that all things are working out for the good of the Lord. And that's just the way I look at all things. You know, it's been one of those weeks where it just piled up on everything. And then I look back and I go, but God, but God, but God, but God. He has done it all again. And I'm so thankful for all of that. Got to see my good friend Crystal yesterday and hang out with her and her kids for a little bit. So that was nice. And got some other stuff done around here. Finally emptied out the back of the SUV so I can go to the big box store today. You know, I got it all the other day. It was all in the back of the SUV, but it was so darn hot, I didn't even feel like unloading it. And so I said, okay, I got to do that because I got a box come in with some stuff from Amazon. Do you ever wonder how they do the things they do? I mean, I appreciate them. I use them. This box was probably 25 times bigger than the item that it was in. And I was like, okay, I know you were trying to protect the item. It wasn't like breakable. I guess it could be smishable. But I was like, this is ridiculous, this box. So I tried to throw it in the SUV and it was bigger than the SUV. So I had to like smush it all. And the things that I go through to get things done. But praise the Lord, the box is in the trash. The day is going and it's going to be a great day. Some sad news in the Christian realm. Dottie Olstein, Joel Olstein's mother, 91 years old, went home to be with the Lord yesterday. My mom got to meet her when she went to Joel Olstein's church years ago. And I was thinking about that my mom said it was so neat. She got up there and they said, where are you here from? And she goes, from Florida. And they like brought her right down front and she was sitting right there with the family. And she just said that was such a neat thing. She always talked about that. And so when I saw that this morning about Dottie, I thought, her and my mom, could you imagine the conversation they're having about the children and the carrying on the legacy and different things like that? So kind of blessed my heart this morning when I saw that. Not that she died, but that the goodness of the Lord and that we have a hope that, that we will get to see the ones that have gone before us and different things. So I was just thinking about that this morning. I hope that y'all have went over to our YouTube. We have a YouTube channel now. So when we are live on the podcast stuff, where we are streaming on Facebook, we are also streaming on YouTube. Our channel is WAPN 91.5 FM. If you could go there and subscribe, I really appreciate it. We got to get those cookies or whatever they do to get us up in the ranks. So if you could go there and subscribe and check out the different people that are doing it. I'm trying to get the different pastors that come in here live to do it also. So pray as we're training people and teaching people that we can get that going and get that channel just blowing up, because it's been a desire in my heart for a couple of years now, and finally it's came true, and so very excited about that. Shane was in here yesterday taking care of business and helping me. He got a few more things back on my phone. Woohoo! And so getting better every single day. But if you are a person that normally texts me, I do not have your name with your number. So I have like 700 phone numbers, but I do not have names to go with them. So if you know my number, please text me your name and number, because it does not have it in my phone. It has been a huge learning curve. Dropped my phone in the river. I guess it's been 3 weeks now. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. And everything did not download into it. And so it's been very interesting, but it's also been very good. The goodness of it is I'm getting rid of stuff I didn't need. I'm getting rid of apps that I wasn't using and different stuff like that. But it has sure taught you about the importance of having a backup. and I believe in having backups. It's funny, and like everything, I have backups around here for this and that. Now we have a generator, we have backup cameras, we have backup mics, we have backup this. But for some reason, even though my phone backed up, I didn't have a backup of a backup. So it has been very interesting, but I am thankful. I'm thankful for technology. Even when it's not so good and you're having difficulties, I am still thankful. I am thankful for, that we can get here, there, and everywhere so quickly. I am a firm believer in flying places. I'd rather be there in a couple hours or whatever compared to driving that long. I do like a road trip. Tim and I we don't go on a lot of road trips. I mean, we used to go to the Keys all the time. But we did go to the mountains one time as a road trip just a few years ago. And I have to say that was a pretty good road trip. It was very nice. The drive was gorgeous. We had a cute little cabin. So I guess a road trip is something I'm yearning for or wanting to do. I got to get Tim out of this hot season. And maybe we could plan something to get away for a few days because I do like getting in the car, putting on some tunes and just relaxing some and praising the Lord and being thankful and reflecting on the goodness of the Lord. God has been so good to us. He really has. Even when it feels like we're overwhelmed and it feels like we're stretched like a rubber band as far as we can stretch and ready to pop, God still got us. And he's got the favor of the Lord all around us and all around WAPN. And I'm just thankful. Shane and I were talking about, the new board that I want yesterday. And I just see it here. I don't know how it's going to get here, but I see it here. And so I'm thankful for the people that have already donated to it. Thank you so much. It is our anniversary next month. We're going to be 40 years old. I know I can say next month now. We are going to be 40 years old in like 51 days, 52 days, something like that. And so we're raising money right now for a new board. And we've had a few people donate so far. And thank you so much for those who have donated. But I really want to push it these last 40-something days. If you could do $40, $400, $4,000, $4, whatever you could do, I really appreciate it. Like I said, the day-to-day needs is met by the ministries or partners of the ministries, the business of the ministries. And that's how we stay on the air. But the over and above stuff, like the music of WAPN. And I just downloaded for us Frank's new song this morning, Lemons. I don't know if you know about him, but he was skateboarding at his house, wrecked, broke his back like a couple weeks ago. And he wrote this song about lemons, you make lemonade. And I just downloaded it, it played this morning. And it was cute because, that's a saying that's always been around. If God gives you lemons, make lemonade. And he wrote a song about it. And it's really cool, the different ministries and the different organizations and youth groups and all that are singing songs and sending in prayer requests and all that. We have such a huge movement right now. I really believe there's a huge movement in our youth right now, hungry for God and just really being bold in their faith and bold in their testimony and bold, bold, bold. I mean, that's the only word I can come up with. And I see the movement and I see the stuff going on. And I'm so excited to be playing the music and being part of that. On Fridays and Saturday nights, we play the different music, working on some ideas for it. But what a neat thing. And I remember when I was young, and that was what you did on Friday and Saturday night. You cruised in your car and, I was in California, so on the main road in San Diego. But, you can cruise here on beachside or whatever you're doing. And you would always be scanning the dial. And, that little word says seek. And I say it, they're seeking for Jesus. And so seek for Jesus on 91.5 FM and 91.7 FM. We're doing some younger programming from 9 to midnight on Friday and Saturday night. My granddaughter Chloe has sent me several things to put on it. I know Kuba and Crystal gave me some stuff to put on. So I'm looking for music. I'm wanting to program that to have a beat for Friday and Saturday night. So looking for somebody to help me with that. And just now the Lord put a name into my spirit. And I'm actually going to text that person this morning and see if they want to help me pick out some music for Fridays and Saturday nights and get that really changed up and get that beat going. So when you're seeking for Jesus, you land and might hear something that changes your life or a beat that changes your life. The message is in the words. And so that's something I'm really working on. But back to WAPN. We're going to be 40 years old. And so we're doing a celebration of 40 years. And we would like to purchase a new board here at WAPN. So if you want to do your 5, your 10, your 50, your 100, your 1,000, 25, $4, whatever you want to do, 40 quarters, whatever you want to do, all that money is going towards a new board. You can bring it by the station at 1508 State Avenue right here in Holly Hill. You can drop it through the mail drop, just like we got several people that did that this week while I was live on the air. And thank you so much who did that. Or you can go to our website, WAPN.net, and click right there, do a one-time gift, a monthly partner. I would love to have 40 people do $40 a month for 1 year. So it's a $480 commitment. That would buy the board, no problem. So help a girl out, celebrate, happy birthday, happy anniversary, WAPN. Like I said, I'm really going to diligently work on Friday and Saturday nights because I really see that is going on right now, the young people. And it's so neat to see what God is doing with the young people. You know, that's a generation that is up and coming. And we need to get them on fire for the Lord so that we can keep radio stations going and keeping all the technology going and all this stuff, because they're the ones that are techno. They're the ones that will do the cool things to keep it all going. And so I know social media is such a huge thing, and you know, everybody's on a different platform and different things. And I don't know if you know it, but WAPN does have X, WAPN does have Instagram, WAPN has Facebook, and WAPN has YouTube now. I am not a TikToker, so I'm not going to probably add TikTok, but I do have the different platforms, you know, putting words of encouragement out there, putting little videos out there and different things. And so I am thankful that ideas, I'm asking God for more ideas and more things to do for WAPN and to broaden the horizon and do special things. We've got a new retirement show on the weekend. We got a pastor coming in on Monday to be trained that he started next week. So we do have some time available. If you're looking for some airtime, you can head on over to WAPN.net and click on the program guide and see what's available. And we would love to get you started here on WAPN. Maybe you've got something going on in your ministry or your church and you'd like to send it over to WAPN at WAPN.net. Well, let's get our favor on and let's get this day going. Expect his goodness. God will do his part. He'll make his face shine upon you, and he'll have everything you need to live the life of victory that God has in store for you. I'm going to live that life of victory. You're listening to WAPN 91.5 FM, WAPB 91.7 FM. It is Friday, August 1st, 2025. The weather in Holly Hill, 92 with the low of 78, and it's supposed to, I said, rain today or tomorrow. Heat index is still hitting over 100. Madison, 94 with low of 77. If it's your birthday today or anniversary or wedding week or graduation, happy birthday to TJ, Teresa, and Michelle, and everybody else celebrating today and tomorrow. Today is National Water Balloon Day, and I was thinking how appropriate, because Calvary's last night tonight for their back-to-school thing they've been doing, and tonight's water night. And I thought, how cool is that? 6:30 tonight, Calvary Christian Center in Ormond Beach. Parent must be present. They're giving away backpacks tonight and school supplies, so that's really exciting. Also, the spread tomorrow for their back-to-school drive, and that's with Josh from Andorra Foundation. And then, of course, the Holly Hill Police Department is collecting supplies to give back to our area and back to our teachers. And you can drop them off here at WAPN. You can drop them off at the police department, or even the city has got a big box there for them. So let's get together and either donate school supplies, or if you're in need of school supplies, you know where to go get them, and or tell a friend where to go get them. Also, there is a food drop this morning at Salvation Army on LPGA at 9:15 this morning. Until it runs out. So there's stuff going on today. I hope that you get out, participate, and share with somebody else what's going on so they can participate also. Well, y'all have a wonderful, great weekend. I am praying for you as you pray for me. God bless you.